Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the blessed, noble and perfectly enlightened one. Venerable Sangha members, brothers and sisters, before I begin this short talk, I like to express my gratitude and convey my blessings to Venerable Vadurapa Kassapatera, head of Aturadasana International Buddhist Center in London. Today is the biggest day for Buddhists, like Christmas. On a day like today, what we really need to do is to bring the joy of the birth of Prince Siddhartha and the attainment of enlightenment of ascetic Siddhartha, and also the spiritual urgency and inspiration to our mind regarding the passing away of the Buddha. That's what we need to do on one hand. What does Vesak literally means? According to the text, there are 32 auspicious moments. Visakha is the best of them. In other words, when Prince Siddhartha was born, when ascetic Siddhartha was enlightened and the Buddha passed away, all those planets were in their highest and best position. That is why he is such a powerful person. So all what we are looking for is happiness, to be happy in life. We need to understand the difference between pleasure and happiness. Pleasures are fleeting things. If I eat an ice cream, if I want that joy again, I have to go for another ice cream. But if I do something good and register it in our mind, every time I bring it to my present memory, I feel very joyful and the heart is filled up with joy and it brings happiness to us. So basically, what we need to understand is what is right, what is wrong, what is good and what is bad. If my actions are praised by the wise, I have done the right thing. If my actions are blamed by the wise people, then I have done the wrong thing. I do something, I make myself happy, and I make everyone else equally happy, then I have done the good thing. If I do something and make myself very miserable, and equally if I make others miserable, then I have done the bad thing. It's so simple. That is why Buddhism has been summed up into 3 main lines. Do good, refrain from evil, and purify the mind. By doing good, we get rid of bad. Then the mind becomes pure. If I wash a cloth, then the dirts are removed and the cloth is pure. Five precepts are 5 basic human rights. It's for all humans. Not to kill, not to steal, not to misbehave, and misuse the senses, not to lie, not to touch liquor. Positively, to respect the right of living, to respect the belongings of others, be faithful in relationships, to be honest, to welcome others, treat others well. And also, not to touch liquor is peace, harmony, consideration, and sensitivity. So it's all for human beings. Buddhism is what Buddha taught for long 45 years. Like all the footprints of all animals can go into the footprint of the elephant, all what the Buddha taught for long 45 years can be put into one single word: mindfulness. If you want to understand mindfulness, go to the opposite, forgetfulness. The more we remember, the more we can avoid forgetfulness. What we all need is mindfulness, but we need lot of accessories for it. Like a fence. It is like mindfulness is to remember. When you keep on driving, you see the red light and it reminds you to stop. And you stop, that is wisdom. You make the decision. When the amber appears, you get ready, and when it comes to green, it's a reminder to go, and you go. So mindfulness and wisdom. Wisdom is a decision maker. Mindfulness is a reminder. Remember. There are reminders to help remembering. And the Noble Eightfold Path, there are 8 factors: right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. But first we need right understanding, because when the horse moves, the chariot moves. But for the chariot to go, there should be a horse, a driver, and the wheel should be okay. Otherwise, chariot cannot move. So we need right understanding, mindfulness, and right effort. Then we can start the journey. The horse should be guided by the driver. So right understanding has to be guided by mindfulness. Mindfulness is very simply bringing the mind to the present moment of living, or focusing on what you do right now. Paying attention to what you are doing right now, rather than allowing the mind to roll in the past or roll in the future. Then the 4 efforts: restrain, abandoning, maintain, and develop. Not to repeat mistakes and get rid of bad habits, bad emotional habits like killing, stealing, and etc., and also misbehaving and misusing. All those are bad emotional habits. That is why the 5 precepts are 4. Abandoning. Maintain means you already inherit some goodness. You have to maintain them. Develop means you have to improve the goodness you already have and the other goodness you have not so far gained. Those are the 4 rights efforts. On a day like today, it's a day for reflection, it's a day for contemplation, it's a day for reforming, it's a day for re-establishing, and it's a day for reaffirming our commitments. This is what we need to think about and put into action on a day like today, because it comes only once a year. So we learn from the past mistakes and make the present. If my present is good, my future will be much better. So, living in a miserable life today, I can't expect a better life for tomorrow. So I have to make the present moment good so that tomorrow will be much, much better. So, children are the most precious treasure of parents. So are the parents too for their children. So children need to be trained. Children has to be trained to get rid of bad habits and allow them to have good habits, so that when they become adults, they have good habits to carry for the rest of their life. If a child has a bad habit, he will carry it for the until he becomes an adult, and also it goes for the rest of life, which is very harmful. So bad habits are easy to make but hard to break. Good habits are hard to make and also easy to break. So man is a bundle of habits, so let us cultivate good habits and get rid of bad habits and have success here in this life, happiness here in this life, happiness hereafter in the next lives. So there are few things as human beings we need to think and practice. Taking care of parents, taking care of elders, obedience, and guarding our speech, practicing right speech, and being humble. Those are the good qualities we need to improve and learn from the religious practices and keep going. So at this time you have got a lot of blessings on a day like today. May all these blessings help you to free yourselves from all kinds of sufferings and to have the highest eternal and perfect bliss, harmony, peace and comfort. With that in mind, today this ceremony has been sponsored by Mr. Pial de Silva, Mrs. Ranthi de Silva, Nivan San, and also to invoke blessings on their parents living in Sri Lanka and also generally for everyone. May they be blessed with good health, happiness, long life, success, prosperity and protection from all around, protection from ill luck, misfortune, evil planetary forces and undesirable dreams, and may all blessings be ever upon them. May all gods protect them. May all attain the highest eternal and perfect bliss, harmony, peace and comfort, which is the highest goal in Buddhism we call Nibbana. May all beings be well and happy.
TV Panchayudha Sadharma Varsha